And the Eugene Field House is a historic house museum here in the city that captures history from St. Louis and beyond. And now visitors can see new displays of both sports and cartoons. Malik has the story.
Today we're in the Field House Museum. It's part of the Eugene Field Home Complex here on South Broadway, just across the street from Busch Stadium. And what we are in these archives galleries here, we have the first time really there has been an archive of St. Louis Browns baseball history. The team played in the American League from 1902 to 1953. And it's really the first time we've had one opportunity to collect and show the memorabilia of the team as well as the team's story before they left and went to Baltimore for the 1954 season. As you go through the gallery, you're going to see some really cool things. We have, speaking of the Cardinals and the Browns in this competition, in 1944 they had the ultimate competition because they played each other in the World Series. In 1944, while the world was singing "Meet Me in St. Louis, Louis" from the Judy Garland film, baseball World Series was played here by the two St. Louis teams, and we have a collection of items and many things from the 1944 World Series. You know, one of the other things that people always forget about St. Louis and the Browns was they were quite progressive. You know, Jackie Robinson signed with the Dodgers on April 15, 1947. Larry Doby, July 5th, 1947, joined the Indians. And a few days later, Hank Thompson and Willard Brown became the third and fourth African Americans to cross the Major League white line. You know, we're located in the Field House Museum, part of the Eugene Field Home Complex. The house is right next door to this museum. Just across the street, you can look right out the window and you'll see Busch Stadium on South Broadway. We're just on the southeast corner of Busch Stadium, and they have this fantastic gallery. They share multiple moments of history throughout the year with different displays of different types.
So we have a traveling exhibit coming from the Charles M. Schulz Museum in California. They have loaned us an exhibit called The Life and Art of Charles M. Schulz. It talks about his life, it talks about how he created the most famous Peanuts characters, and it's a fun exhibit. You get to see comic strips, you get to learn about the different Peanuts characters. Just a fun way to learn a little history, but also have some enjoyment while doing it. We like to have variety, but we like to have things that kind of connect. So you'll see a few, I believe, Peanuts characters playing baseball in our exhibit, and baseball is something fun that every kid does. So there's a connection on different levels for everybody to enjoy, whether you're 5, 50, or in between. So we want to have things that entice you to enjoy St. Louis and our history.
All right, and you can plan your visit today by visiting that information right there on your screen.